Welcome to the Sunrise Yoga class. Just begin by sitting up straight. Connect with the awareness of the seat being supported by the floor, the lifting up through your spine. Draw your chin back just a bit. And then take your attention to the crown of your head and feel a kind of sensitivity at the top of your head as if it's opening and reaching, receiving morning light, divine energy. And then together we'll inhale, lifting the arms up and overhead. And exhale, drawing your thumbs to heart center. And release that. We'll start our breathing. So make sure you've got a tissue nearby. We're going to do, and I don't know the name of this, but we've learned it from Philip. And you're going to pinch the edge of your one nostril. We'll pinch the edge of the left nostril, pull it out and down, and then hold the right nostril closed with the right hand. And then with the inhale, it's like you're pretending to snore, or you're snoring a little bit. It goes, and you feel yourself drawing things from the sinuses down into the throat. And it's kind of gross, but you might need to spit. That's why you want your tissue nearby. We'll take 3 on the opening the left nostril, 3 opening the right nostril, and then pause. And we'll do that 2 more times. So 3 cycles of 3 on each side, and do it just in your own time. And when you're finished, just place your hands on your knees, and I'll know that we're done. So go ahead, empty your breath. And exhale through your mouth. You can pause between each set of 3 on each side. Scrunch up your nose and roll it around a little bit. Feel your cheek muscles helping to move that space. take our breath of fire for 90 seconds. That's when you inhale through your nose, and then there's short staccato like exhales. It's a puff, 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 puff all the way to the exhale. With each puff, there's a little bit of a rebounding inhale, but not a lot. So you're working your way, like stepping down to emptiness. Go ahead and empty your breath.
Is that mainly the solar plexus that you?
Yes, so here you're taking the solar plexus and really pushing, pushing, pushing. Yeah. And let me just say that be careful not to tighten up the shoulders and the neck, because it's easy to go with the whole body, and you really want to aim your attention just to the diaphragm. Okay, empty your breath and begin. And pause. Go ahead and flutter your eyes open. Have your strap nearby. You're going to take your hands and spread the fingers as much as you can. You'll really feel in these spaces the stretching. So stretch. And then when you're ready to exhale, squeeze tight. So you're matching the speed of your movement with the speed of your breath. Inhale and stretch. And exhale and squeeze. One more. Breathe in. Stretch those hands, the fingers, all through the palm. And squeeze. At the end of your exhale, open your hands. Just kind of loosely let the fingers and the wrists shake. Begin to add some intensity there, shaking through the arms, all the way into the elbows. And relax and grab your strap. Come forward so I don't hit what's behind me. We're going to take shoulder flossing. So hold the strap in both ends of your hands, just a little bit outside the width of your knees. And as you inhale, lift that up. And when you get to, as you start to move back and exhale, there'll be a place where you've got to bend your elbows. That's the place to slide your fists apart, keeping the arms straight as you exhale and come down behind you. You don't need to fully relax here, just inhale coming up. And then exhale, coming down and reset the holding of your strap. Breathe in and lift. Feel the chest open as you exhale and slide your hands apart. And reverse that, breathing in as you inhale. And just lower as you exhale, keeping your arms straight. Reset your hands. We'll take it one more time. Inhale and lift. And exhale, slide your hands apart, keeping the arms straight. Breathe in. And just lower the arms as you exhale. Reset the space of your hands at the edges of your knees. You're going to inhale this time. And when you get to the edge, keep your hands where they are and pull the left arm down. You're going to stretch into the right side. Only bend the right side when the left arm comes to the edge where you feel that right arm stretching. And then with an inhale, come up slowly. And exhale, pulling the right arm down, keeping the torso straight until it just is ready to bend. So we're really trying to stretch the inside of the bend as well. Come up as you breathe in. And exhale, bend. Right away with the next breath in, come up. And exhale, bend to the side. Breathe in as you come up and slide your hands apart, maybe an inch, not a lot, taking them back to your edge and draw the head forward. So you're kind of hovering here in a state of balance between the weight of your hands behind you and the weight of your head forward. It's a big shoulder stretch here. Come up to center, bringing your arms overhead. You're going to pull the left arm down, this time bending the right arm, taking the hand behind you. And then press your head into either your wrist or the crook of your elbow, depending on where the distance of your hands. Inhale and lift back to the edge or the top and pull the right arm down, bending the left elbow. And then press your head into the hand or the wrist or the elbow. With an inhale, come up. And exhale, bring your arms back down to center. Reset the space between your hands. Again, either at the edges of your knees like you've been doing, or see if you can bring it in just a little bit more. And inhale and lift, and you're going to twist to the left. So the strap just helps to hold the arms overhead. Use the left arm to help pull you into the twist and come through center, releasing that. And just twist to the right. And then come back through center and lower your arms. Put your strap off to the side. Take both arms out to the sides. We're going to come into like cow face arms. So bring the right arm on top and cross at the elbows. Bend the elbows and reach around to grab the insides of your palms together and lift the elbows. And if this is too much, you can just bring the back of the palms together. Breathe into that stretch in the upper back between the shoulder blades. And with the next exhale, very slowly release that and take the arms back out to the sides and turn your thumbs down. And keeping your arms at shoulder height, press back. It may not be a lot, but just feel that pressing back. Come back to neutral, turning the palms up, and this time bring the left elbow over the right. Bend your elbows and maybe even just reach for your thumb and lift the elbows up. And release that. Rest your hands or your wrists on your knees and sit up tall. Take an unfocused gaze out toward the floor, and that's going to be your starting point. You can use your thumb to follow your eye gaze, or just you could try and see what happens without the thumb. We're going to take it really slowly though, so keeping your face still. Lift the eyes all the way up, and then begin to look to your left, taking a wide circle with your gaze. Pass through the bottom, this time not looking out, but right as close to your feet as possible and off to the right. When you get to the top again, reverse going to the right. come to the top, close your eyes and squeeze them and squeeze all the muscles in your face and release. Take your fingers and take away that stirred up energy in the eyeballs. And then place your hands over your knees. We're going to do 3 cow-cat shapes seated. So rock forward as you inhale, sticking out your tailbone and lift the chin. And then with the exhale, roll the hips, the spine, and drop the head. Here also, feel the shoulder blades open at the bottom of that exhale and begin to squeeze together as you inhale back into your cow shape. And at the end, return to an upright seated position. And then just straighten your legs out in front of you. You can move the flesh away from your sits bones so you can really feel those sits bones on the ground or on whatever you're sitting on. Shake your legs a little bit. Rotate the femur bone in the hip socket. Flap your feet. Come to stillness and then sit up straight and again grab your strap. Bring your feet as close together as it feels comfortable and reach around and grab or wrap the strap around the edges or the balls of your feet. Flex your feet and you can slide your hands up as you sit up straight with the torso. So that's we want there to be a kind of tautness between your feet and your hands with the strap. Activate your quads and press the back of your knees towards the floor. Be steady with the breath, full inhales and full exhales. And then move the right foot out of the strap and reach forward and grab both ends of the strap with the left hand. And bend the right knee, placing that right foot up in the thigh. So then reaching forward, grabbing the strap as close as you can to the foot, begin to straighten through the spine. That means your hands will probably have to slide back. And then take that right arm behind you, lift it as you inhale, and then bend your left elbow, drawing your body towards your left toes, drawing the right fingers up over your head towards the right toes, and press the right sits bone down so you're getting a stretch. It's like, I think of it as the sort of back lower part of the right waist. And then with your inhale, lift up, release the strap, place your hand on the inside of that left leg and twist to your right. So place your right hand right by that right glute. You press down into the right hand and press away with the left hand against the inner left thigh or calf. And come back to center. Straighten the right leg and just move the strap over to the ball of the right foot. And you can curve your back as you reach down and grab both edges of the strap with the right hand. And then go ahead and straighten the spine. That's going to make you slide the hand a little bit away from your foot. And then inhale, taking that left arm up behind you, over and around, and then bend the right elbow, reaching the left fingertips toward the right foot, but keeping the arm up by your head. It's a little bit of a twist, but not a lot. And with your inhale, go ahead and lift your arm and your torso and twist to the left. Release your right hand from the strap and press it onto the inside of that right calf and twist. And come back through center and just move the strap off to the side. And kind of like we did with the hands, spread your toes a lot. You'll feel it like fall along the bottom of your feet. And then when you exhale, squeeze your toes like you're making a fist with your toes. Inhale and spread. Exhale and squeeze. One more. Inhale and spread. Exhale and squeeze. And then open and kind of like if you're going with a piano, just roll your toes from the pinky to the big toe and from the big toe to the pinky. And then take both feet and we're going to rotate 3 times to the left. 2, 3, and reverse it to the right. 2, 3. Bend your right foot, placing that ankle over the left knee, and interlace your left fingers with your right toes. Might take some effort to get your fingers in there, but dig down into the web of both the toes and the fingers, and then just pull, like you're stretching the top of that right ankle, pull the toes towards your body, and then press them away. So you're stretching the front and the back of your right ankle. You can rotate as well, if that feels good. And then rock the ball of your foot. So pressing into the pad of the big toe and then pulling it back in, pressing into the pad of the pinky. So you're kind of twisting the foot area. Keeping the fingers webbed, then take that left thumb into the arch of your right foot and just press. Press around various places in the arch of the foot. And then gently unlace the fingers and the toes. You're going to take the thumb of the left hand and the forefinger of the left hand and pinch the outer edges of your heel all the way around. Release that and switch, taking the left ankle over the right knee. Interlace your fingers into the toes. And then just press the whole foot forward into a flex and gently pull it into like you're pointing, feeling that movement in the ankle. You can also rotate if that feels good. And then start the twisting action. It's like the heel stays where it is and the top of the foot twists. Take your right thumb and press into the arch of the left foot, feeling around to find the place where it feels maybe extra sensitive or extra good. And then release your fingers and pinch around the edges of your left heel. Feel all that energy moving through your feet. And then release that. I'll turn here to the side a little bit, but you're going to take your hands behind you. First, try with your fingertips facing toward your hips. Press into the heel and lift your heart up. See if you can straighten your arms, drawing the shoulder blades together. And with your exhale, release that, and now turn your fingertips behind you so the heel of your hands are close to your hips. And again, draw the shoulder blades together, press into the heel of your hand and lift your heart. Feels very different. And release all of that. Bring the right leg in front, coming into just an easy pose. Sit up tall and hinge at your hips and begin to walk your hands forward. When you come to your edge, stick your tailbone out like you're trying to do a cow pose from the bottom of your ribs to your tailbone. So you don't have to do much with the upper body, just stick the tailbone out, arching the lower back. And see if, keeping your hips without rounding the lower back, see if you can bring your hands forward a little bit. And I find it helpful to press my hands into the mat and kind of like pull the heart forward like we do in Sphinx pose. Continue with your full belly breaths, feeling how the belly expands even in that sort of constricted area of the lower part. And then go ahead and gently press yourself up. and switch the cross of your legs. Sit up tall and stick your tailbone out. Hinge at the hips and draw your heart forward. When you come to your edge, keep your head lifted and the heart forward. Couple of breaths here, allowing the body to really fully experience this edge. And it might be where you stay, and you might be able to take your hands forward just a bit. Be careful not to round the lower back or drop your head. Nice. And then with your next inhale, gently press yourself back up to a seated position. And roll onto your back. And grab a block. Bend your knees and come onto your back. Pause here for a moment, feeling everything settle back. Notice what muscles are going, oh, okay. Feeling the heaviness, the weight of your hips. Then you can have your arms down to the side, or you can place your hands under your hips, whichever feels better to support the lower back, and then lift the left leg up. Flex your foot, pressing your heel to the ceiling, the back of the left knee away from you. And then relax and soften the joints and shake your leg a bit. We're going to take this leg out to the side, down alongside the mat without touching, and then back up to the top, over to the left, making almost like an opposite D shape, straight up, over out to the left, big circle, back up to the top, and then bend your knee, pulling the knee in towards your chest, and then straighten. Bend and straighten. One more. Bend and straighten. We're going to reverse that. So taking the left leg down alongside the mat, open it to the left, up and around. The exhale takes it down. The inhale makes the sweeping circle. Exhale. Inhale. And then just bring the left leg down. This time let it land on the ground. Let all that movement begin to settle. Bend your left foot and lift the right leg up. Flex your foot, pressing up through the heel, pressing the back of your knee away from you. It's really straight, strong leg. And then relax that, soften in the joints, a little bit of movement here. And then again, straighten and take that leg out to the right, circle down along the mat, just parallel, not touching. Inhale and lift. Exhale, make your great big circle, and now it's the proper D, capital D. Exhale. And this time when you come up, we're going to reverse it. So down alongside the mat, inhale out and up. 2, inhale, and 3, inhale, and place your knee down. Press your feet into the ground to lift your hips and come into a supported bridge. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let the back of your hands land on the ground. Relax into the palms and the fingertips, just letting them be softly curled naturally. And then go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. So you're going to be, your lower back's going to be kind of on the edge of the block. Let the weight of your thighs and your knees gently squeeze into the belly. extend your legs up toward the ceiling. Shake them out a little bit. Bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. You can stay right here, or if you want, you can straighten your legs if that feels good to the hip flexors. Take 5 full, slow, like ujjayi breaths here. And when you're finished, you can move the block away. Draw your knees into your chest and drop both knees over to the left, coming into your supine twist. Big breath in. Breathe in and out into the muscles in the outer part of your right hip. And be observant of the body as it settles deeper into the twist. Use your next exhale to come through center, slowly moving, and then drop over to the right. And again, just be observant of the body settling slowly into the shape. Gently move back onto your back, squeeze your knees and roll from side to side. And if you want to come into happy baby before you come into your shavasana, take that option. Whenever you feel ready, you can just come into your shavasana. And so in our sunrise yoga class, our shavasana is a little bit different than in other classes because we're simply doing it to bring both the mind and body to the sense of relaxing after movement. And the purpose of the movement was all of this. The purpose is to prepare us for meditation. So just allow your mind to be observant of the sensations in the body. Notice if there are any remaining places of tightness, places that itch. We're simply observing the sensation of coming back to stillness. And I'll call you out after a few moments. Bring your mind into the breath, watching that inhale and exhale, really tuning into your awareness of the body's response to the movement of breath. Even in stillness, there is movement. As you begin to feel your mind becoming more alert, start to add to that movement, wiggling fingers and toes. Taking any additional movements to bring yourself eventually back to a seated position. Remaining mindful of the movements and the sensation of moving. And then come to whatever comfortable seated position you want to be in for your meditation. So the meditation is not guided. It's sitting in stillness, and that being said, we use the Om chant. It slowly fades into silence near the end. So we'll be sitting for approximately 15 minutes. Know that as your mind, it's going to be active during the meditation. You're not going to be able to, likely, not able to completely empty. That's part of what the practice is about, is noticing, oh, I'm thinking about this or that. Letting that thought come, be acknowledged, and leave. And the sound of the Om chant, there's a pause, there's a stillness between each one of the Oms. You can always use that as part of your meditative guidance, coming back to your awareness of that. You can also use the Om chant to exhale during the time of sound and inhale between. Gently come back to the room, this moment in time. May you have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Namaste.
You know how a lot of times I say, turn your palms upward. I was thinking about that because there are reasons